Okay, so this is the final. There were 5 in our group and 1 didn't show up. So we're now fighting for the gold medal. And I don't know it at the time, but the girl I'm fighting is actually a former professional Muay Thai fighter. And I mean, you'll see how strong she is and confident she is from the way that she moves. So I'm thinking of how I'm going to get a takedown, because that's my goal, not to pull guard. And we just tie right up and she's pushing my head down. This is the point where I realize how strong she is with that grip. And she has my head, which is bad news for me. So I try and pop back up there. And I'm struggling to get into any kind of dominant position or to pull her head down. She's got my head again. I tried to go for something there. Don't know what that was exactly, but I didn't get it. My coach says that when you control someone's head, you control their entire body. And I'm trying to avoid her from doing that, although not too successfully. Here we are again. Try to go for something else. So I'm not able to shoot or do anything or do any wrestling because she's got my head. So I can't disconnect from her. I'm kind of stuck and her grip is super strong. I'm not able to remove it. She's going for the single leg there. So she's also after a takedown. She's pushing my head down and I'm just trying to get back up. Go. And here the ref brings us back to give us both a disadvantage, because in jiu-jitsu, if you don't progress from a position, unless you're holding mount, you get a disadvantage. And he's basically telling us, get a move on, guys, do something. So now we're both intent on making something happen. And I know how strong she is, so I don't want her to get that grip again. So I'm kind of shuffling about there, just keeping it moving. She grabs me again. Okay, we're tied up. She's got that underhook, and I'm trying to establish some semblance of control. I don't know what I'm doing with that grip. I just cannot move her hand off my collar, and that's how she's able to control me. I just cannot move that hand from my collar. Okay, the ref brings us back, and now he's basically saying to us, guys, you have to do something. We've both got another disadvantage, which means that if nothing happens now, we could both be disqualified, which is bad news. And now I know that she's going for a takedown, I'm going for a takedown. I know how strong and confident she is, so I have to pull guard now. Otherwise, I'm at risk of being disqualified. So that's what I'm gearing up to do now. And I do it, I pull guard. Her leg is super strong. I've got the De La Hivo in there, I've got the collar, but I cannot move her. One day I'm going to look back and watch this video and be so embarrassed about how terrible I am. Kind of embarrassed now, actually, to be honest. Anyways, here we are. I'm a white belt. This is where I am in my journey. I'm trying to close up the guard. Almost got it closed, but she's so tall, I'm up high. And then I see the arm. I try and go for the armbar sweep like I did previously, but I just know I'm not going to get it. Her balance is too good and she's stacking me. So I've got her in my closed guard now. So there was some progression because I've got the closed guard, but she gets out. And I'm just trying to get something because we're at a stalemate and time is passing. And my teammate is yelling at me to, I don't have a coach cornering me, but my teammate is yelling at me to go for the double leg, and I have no idea what she means because I have closed guard and I don't know what double leg exists from closed guard. Okay, going for the armbar again, but no, her base is too good. And now my teammate is yelling at me again, and that's what she meant by the double leg, I later found out. But I do not get the points for that sweep because my opponent pops right back up, and that's time on the clock. We're done. In IBJF, that sweep attempt would have been an advantage, but this is Grappling Industries, so the rules are slightly different. And now it's down to the ref's decision for who wins. And I win on decision, and I think that was possibly because of the submission attempt, although it was not much of a submission attempt, and also the armbar sweep. So I got the gold. Woohoo! Yay! I guess the central theme here is discomfort. Honestly, when I first started cross-training wrestling, I wasn't sure I even wanted to do it. And I didn't really enjoy the classes in the first couple of weeks. I will say, even though I got the gold in that competition, I still feel disappointed because I didn't do what I set out to go do. I went to wrestling classes and did a judo throw. It doesn't make sense. Actually, it kind of does, because judo takedowns are designed to take place when you're wearing the gi. I think what I was working on was the principle of taking people down. I don't know. While I would have liked to have done more classical wrestling, I guess, in that competition, ultimately I felt comfortable standing up and I didn't default to pulling guard. So those weeks of training definitely paid off. And now for the surprise.
I went back and did another London Grappling Industries competition 3 months later in April, so after 6 months of wrestling in total. And guess what? I managed to do a double leg! All it took was another 3 months, and the information I learnt from the first competition definitely helped with the second.
Maybe when we get out of our comfort zone, we can't choose what the payoff is going to be. We just know that there will be one somewhere down the line, as long as we keep going. Thank you so much for watching this video series. I'd love to have you come with me on my jiu-jitsu training journey. If you'd like to hear more from me, go ahead and hit subscribe.